next, let us see what are the some of the tasks we should be avoid, which I term this as the advisory don't. We should not be uh, doing it. Okay. Strictly, project stakeholder and participant members are not allowed to bypass the established document procedure. This is very important. I always emphasize and put a stress upon it, and follow it as a disciplinary rule. Okay, for when when various participants are involved in the document management, every participant, every stakeholders, they what they try to do, they try to avoid and bypass the established document procedure. Okay, centrally it has to be submitted to the document control team. Some many a times, out of unawareness and or unwillingness to work on the system, they bypass the system and directly communicate with the end reviewer and submit it as a offline. So in such scenario where we have a proper tracking, control and monitoring system, we will not have, and the project will be in shambles. So it's very important that we should not be allowing, very important, we should not be allowing any participant to bypass the established document procedures. Any addition or modification to the document procedure and numbering protocol by the stakeholders are not allowed other than the central document control department. Again, very important, because the central ownership of the system lies with the client or the client representative, which is the project management consultant, the PMCs. So they establish the procedure, they establish the numbering protocol, they establish the various channels and workflows. Okay, so any changes or modification that is needed, it has to be communicated with the central document control department. Okay, and any project stakeholder or participant should not be adding or modifying any of the configured parameters of the project. That is very important. Every suggestion of any new addition or modification has to be communicated to the central document control department, and it has to be incorporated into the system and then implemented. That is very important. Do not merge different types of document in one instance of document submission. This is again very important. What do I mean about with this? Well, let's say for example, when we are submitting various types of drawing, okay, okay, or a document. For example, let's say a contractor submits a method statement along with a weekly report. Okay, now here in this instances, a material approval or a method statement belongs to a quality department, and a weekly report belongs to a planning project controls department. So distributing and forwarding of that workflow for a review will be a problematic scenario. We have to work in an organized manner. So it is always advisable that the related doc type has to be submitted along with that. If it's a quality related, those transaction, that workflow or a transaction of submission has to have that relevant document type. Okay, you cannot merge contractual letters with a safety document, safety plan or a safety audit report. Okay, so I mean, it is always advisable that we should not be merge different types of document in one instance. Like we are submitting a quality material sample along with a safety audit report, along with a planning report and the letters also. So this is an example of four different types of documents which belongs to four different departments. So this transaction will go to four different. So it will be little chaotic to track and control one transaction in such manner. So it is always advisable that related document to one department or one discipline is submitted accordingly. We have to avoid merging different types. Let's take another example. When we are talking about drawing review, Okay, and it is not advisable that we merge architectural plans with fire protection system drawings. Okay, because these two are different reviewers, different departments who's going to review the drawings. Okay, we cannot send this bunch through the system to architect and to the FPS reviewer. Okay, so it is always as advisable that we have to upload the document and transmit and initiate a workflow based on the discipline wise, which help us into working in an organized manner and distributing accordingly in an organized manner based on the discipline. Do not submit different discipline documents in one instance of document submit. As I said in my earlier subject. Okay, difference between e-file name and document number strictly not allowed. Okay, so please ensure that the document number matches with your e-copy file name. Okay, this will help to avoid the ambiguities between the records. Your document number and the e-file name has to have that relevant document number. It will help if someone wants to search based through the folder structure. Okay, based on that drawing number or a document number. If it doesn't match, okay, if it doesn't follow the protocol, then it will be very difficult for them to search in the folder structure. So next, uploading of multiple document drawings e-copy under one instance is not allowed. Again, I gave an example earlier only based on various department, quality department, safety department, or a drawing related to structural reviewer and a HVAC reviewer should not be merged, okay, and submitted. Another example, uploading is like all the documents, multiple documents and drawings e-copy should not come under one e-copy. Okay, it has to be record wise. If you are submitting 5 method statements of different scope of work, it has to be 5 records. It should not come as 5 method statement under one record and one e-copy. If anyone wants to search based on that particular work scope of work, they want to search a method statement, if it is under one e-copy, you will not be able to search and find that particular method statement. Similarly, for the drawings, you should not be merging every kind of drawings under one e-copy and 10 and 50 drawings under one e-copy. If someone wants to find a particular e-copy of a particular discipline, it will be very difficult for them to search. That's it, friends. This brings us to the end of our exciting journey of practical guide to the document management system. I really appreciate every one of you who has taken the interest in taking this awareness, learning this and acquiring the knowledge about the practical way of managing the document on construction project. I really thank you and I welcome your feedbacks and suggestions. Connect with me on my LinkedIn profile, okay, and any guidance, any information, any suggestions you want to communicate to me, feel free to connect with me on my email address. And I thank you all for your participation and your interest in learning and attending these tutorials. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.